So I had a newsletter for a very, very long time. I started it in 2004. It was called The Rognog, which was named after one of my Dungeons and Dragons characters, which I know it's like brilliant branding and all that. So if you actually go to the written blog, I've actually taken a screenshot of what my second ever newsletter, which was, I think, summer of 2004. And if you check it out, you will notice that it is extraordinarily self-centered, toxically positive, and lame overall. So it wasn't a very effective newsletter. And it took me a while to figure out what do I need to do and be and have in it for it to actually be effective. So I figured that out. I sent it out for a long time. But then I stopped sending it out. Why? Well, there didn't seem to be much ROI with it. So pretty much all I was getting was a bunch of unsubscribes, and very rarely would I get a response of some sort. So I stopped doing it. So I'm toying with the idea of doing it again. Should you send out a newsletter as a voice actor in the 21st century? Only if it's effective. So I'm going to give you 3 bits of advice on what to look for if you're going to make an effective newsletter. Well, the first thing is you have to get permission from the voice seeker to send them the newsletter, because a lot of companies around the world are trying to be GDPR compliant, which is this European Union rule. You can go to the website and check that out. There's a link to it in the written version of this blog. So that means you need to either cold call them or you need to cold email them to get permission to be added onto your mailing list. Because if you don't do that and you just start sending them a newsletter without their permission, they can flag it as spam and you could get in trouble. So don't do that. So what do you need to do and be and have in an effective newsletter? Well, the big thing is you need to demonstrate value and demonstrate progress. This is who you are as a voice actor. This is the value adds that you have, whether it's your genre training or the dialects that you can do or the experience that you have. So obviously you want to put that in there, but you don't want to turn it into this big kind of braggadocious, self-aggrandizing, look at me, look at me, look at me newsletter, which is what mine used to be back in the day. The other thing that you need to do is demonstrate your value as a human, because if it's all just about you professionally and you keep sending the stuff to them over and over again, it seems very salesy and smarmy. So the more that you can demonstrate your humanity, the more you're going to be remembered, the more it will resonate with them. So you can talk about your hobbies, you can talk about your family if you're comfortable about that. You can talk about your professional or even personal challenges if you feel comfortable with that. Because the more engaging you are on that level, the more likely that they're going to open your email with your newsletter, the more likely that they're going to read it, and the more likely that they're going to respond to it. So that's it today. It's a relatively short one. The only thing I'll say is that on Thursday, July 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have my next VO Strategist VO How-To Workshop, which is making working at home work for you. It's only $60 to attend, but if you are a demo graduate, a mentorship graduate, it's only $30. So I encourage you to go to VO Strategist and sign up for that. So that's it. So stay cool, stay warm, and happy voicing.